It weighs on you when you have to think about who's going to get care and who's not, who's more important today and who's not. And it's exhausting. And it's incredibly disappointing to me that no one is looking at this as an absolute crisis. We have abandoned our caregivers. We have abandoned our older adults. We have abandoned our disabled population. And it just breaks my heart.
Their waiting list in our current county where I live, Lackawanna County, is 4 pages long, 4 pages. And there's about 20 individuals on each page. And over the last 3 weeks, not any provider has picked up any of these cases. It is beyond a crisis now. It's a full-blown emergency.
My coordinator told me she tried 10 different places to come to help me, and nobody would come. It was very stressful and very difficult because I couldn't sleep at night worrying about it. It's hard when you're in a wheelchair and not knowing if you're going to have help getting out of bed, in the morning if somebody could come.
We have to make decisions on a daily basis on who is more important to get lunch that day. Do we pick participant A and then they get lunch today and we can go in and make sure that their personal care is done and make sure that they are safe and healthy, and we provide that care, and then tomorrow they don't get it? As an administration in an office, making those decisions, the stress factors are unreasonable.
It is an unsurmountable amount of stress on the workforce that is showing up every day. And in some cases, working a shift and a half, 2-3 shifts above their normal shift, just to really help us and to really help the people out in the field that need care, that can't go without care.
That is very, very heartbreaking when you're on the other end of the phone and you don't have the people. It's a struggle every day because we can't pay them basically what they're worth.
My supervisors and the team are very understanding. They're flexible, really great agency to work in. But because I'm not getting paid enough, I have to pursue other opportunities.
The $18 an hour reimbursement rate that the state or the government gives the home care agency has to cover not just that salary, but the overhead and the recruiting and the training and the paperwork and the accounting and the insurance and the benefits package they might get. $18 an hour doesn't stretch very far.
We want to be able to give back to our caregivers. We want to be able to raise wages. We want to be able to provide an even higher quality of PPE, education, onboarding, giving back to the community as well too. And because of that amount that we get reimbursed as an agency is just becoming smaller and smaller. And it's becoming incredibly difficult to still maintain all of the things that are needed to be able to provide the best quality care for our patients.
We cannot, as agencies, sustain our business on what we are currently getting reimbursed and hire quality workers. There's no way. It's not possible. And then you also see places like gas stations, grocery stores, warehouses continuing to increase their pay because they have the luxury of increasing prices. We're losing qualified and compassionate individuals who have worked in the business for a lot of years because they just can't take it anymore.
Without our help, more people get hospitalized, more people are institutionalized, and the cost of that is so much more than the cost of paying for PAS services and having somebody come in and assure a client's safety.
Now we are waiting, and our government has this pile of stimulus money that all they need to do is figure out how they're going to use it and give it to us. And it's not happening fast enough. It's going to be too late by the time they get it in our hands. It's lost hundreds of people, literally, to other industries. And the people who got hurt the most from this, it's the customers who are sitting there without their needs being met.
We have to look out for our elderly and our disabled. They need us.
The reason why I am a nurse is because I like to help people. I am an advocate for people. And in this industry, it's very hard to be an advocate because Nobody's listening.
It's exhausting being having to depend on people and being vulnerable. Like, nobody wants that, you know. And if the lawmakers, if this was their mother or sister or family member, they would want them to have the best care. It's not fair, and it needs to be fixed.